Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Hemberger and this is my personal introduction video for EDL 853 Module 1. I was born and raised in Argonia, Kansas, which is a super small town southwest of Wichita. I currently work in Wellington, Kansas. Some things about me is family time is the best and one of the most important things in my life. I have 10 brothers and sisters, and they are all pictured here in this first picture with all of their kids. Which brings me to my next picture. This is my newest nephew, Bo Lawrence. He was just born 2 weeks ago to my sister who battled and beat breast cancer and then eventually was able to have kids. So this was her first kid that she just got to have. So super exciting things happening in our family. I'm very active. I love the outdoors. I love to play sports. This summer we spent a lot of time camping and enjoying the lake. And pictured here is me with my boyfriend's two kids, Erilyn and Trace. And then here's a family picture of all of us as we are big Chiefs fans. A little educational background about me. I studied at Kansas State University and I got my bachelor's degree in elementary ed with special ed endorsement. And then I went on right after that to get my master's degree in special education while I was there. And so now I just started this summer in June pursuing my master's degree in educational leadership with Fort Hays State University. So while I was getting my master's, I taught 2 years in special education at Junction City, Fort Riley. Then I decided I wanted to move home and I started working with Sumner County Interlocal 619 and spent 4 years at Argonia Elementary as the IRC teacher there. I then kind of changed roles and moved to our behavior day school in Wellington, and I taught 1 year there in the elementary classroom. Loved it. Behavior's kind of been my jam, and as well, I mean, special ed in general is my jam, and then behavior is really where intrigues me and what I really enjoy. And so now this coming year, I'm going to be the lead teacher slash principal at Sumner County Academy while I'm finishing up my master's degree. Very excited for my new position. It's been quite crazy getting started with it this year with everything going on, but here's a picture of me and my new desk. So I've kind of hung my teacher hat and moved out of my classroom, and now I'm in an office area. So when I think about inclusion, I go back to everything that I've learned and experienced my past 7 years in education. Um, but really, schools should create and provide whatever is necessary to ensure all students have access to meaningful learning. So whether that can happen in their classroom, not in their classroom, whatever setting that is, but schools should be making sure they're creating and providing that. We should be understanding that not everyone does work the same way. It's not right or wrong, it's simply different, and that is okay. So as a school leader, maintaining an inclusive culture includes creating a culture that is accepting of all students and staff members, making sure that they're presenting a welcoming school environment. I can tell immediately walking into schools the vibe that I get from who greets me at the door, the people I see in the hallway, whether they talk to me or not, all play an important role in that. They are responsible for creativity and diversity, making sure that they're educating staff with research-based articles and preparing them for inclusive classrooms. And the leaders should really know their staff and their students to determine best fit for like new staff members that they bring on into the team. And so I like my picture here. It does not mean if you want to participate, conform to the culture, social norm of the majority. What it really means is that every person will have his needs met so that all have access to the same opportunities to learn, play, and live. Inclusion in the classroom. So my image here says no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. And this is what I preach and preach to my teachers that I've mentored, anybody that I come into contact with in education. I always start with it's the relationship that has to be established from the beginning. But the teacher and the principal slash leader should advocate for their kids. So knowing their interests, their strengths, their weaknesses, fighting for them and their ability and what they can do is all part of that. That the environment should include respectful language, planning for all students to participate and how they're going to participate, and really valuing what each student can bring to the table. So my last slide focuses on teamwork, and I really should have put my last bullet first, but collaboration is key. Everybody has to work together to ensure all of our students are learning and succeeding at their level and even beyond that. So knowing their diversity and how that can play such an important role in what we do. Every student is unique and they bring something different to the classroom. We all have our strengths and needs. Um, and we really should be utilizing all settings to ensure success. So I'm going to leave you with my two graphics. Teachers have three loves: the love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first two loves together. And even though I've kind of hung up my teaching hat and leaders and principals in general, you know, we all came into education for one reason, and that's for our kiddos. And so my last one is they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that all plays an important role as we begin teaching our kiddos. Here are my references for this slide. Thank you.